Sometimes it can be hard to know how often you're supposed to clean something. I mean, yeah, if it looks dirty or if it smells dirty, sure, you think, okay, I'm gonna clean it now. But there are a lot of other triggers or indications that you should clean something that you might not necessarily know about. So a lot of you guys have been asking us these questions because you're trying to put together your own cleaning routines. So it inspired us to create a series called How Often Should I Clean It? And in this week's video, we're doing the kitchen edition. And just a quick reminder, if you haven't done so already, to subscribe to the Clean My Space channel and give this video a thumbs up if you like this video series. Cleaning a floor with a dirty mop is a total waste of time. And when it comes to your kitchen, at least in my kitchen, there's usually a lot to mop up. So when I am mopping the floor, I want to make sure it's clean before I get down to business. So as soon as I'm done my actual mopping, I'll throw the dirty mop head in my wash alongside my other microfiber cleaning cloths because I have a removable microfiber mop head. So a lot of you guys will have the same thing, whether it's a flathead mop or a string style mop. It can still be machine washed, and you really should do it after each use. Now, if it's a light duty use, just a little in-betweeny clean, okay, you can leave it for 1 or 2 mops. But as soon as you do a heavy duty clean, you really do want to launder that mop head. Now, if you don't have a washing machine at home, you can just fill a basin with some hot water, wear some rubber gloves, add a little bit of dish soap to the solution, and just use your hands to manually scrub the mop head clean. Then just give it a good rinse and hang it to dry. Garbage recycling and compost bins do need attention, and fairly frequently. I would say to clean these items once every 3 months, unless there's been a bag breach, in which case you need to do it ASAP. You see, plastic over time starts to absorb odors, and whether you keep your garbage clean or not, it is going to start to smell. So after you've taken out your garbage, preferably on garbage day, take your bins outside. Again, the spring, summer, fall, great time to do this. The winter, it's a little harder, but you can manage. Rinse out the interior of the bin, just get it a little bit wet, sprinkle some borax inside of those containers and let that sit for about 20 minutes or so. Then get an iron handle brush, give it a good scrub, rinse it out and let it air dry, ideally in the sun, before you put your bag back in. And we have videos on how to do this both indoor and outdoor bins, and I'll link those for you down below. Kitchen sponges, guys, let me tell you, I have a love-hate relationship with kitchen sponges. They serve a great purpose, but they nasty. And this guy has been used to just clean my blender and some stuff in the sink, and I already don't even want to look at it. So what I do with my kitchen sponges is after I use them, I give them a really good rinse with soap and water. Using soap will help remove a lot of the dirt and bacteria. A couple times a week, I'll throw the sponge on the top rack of the dishwasher and run a cycle through. That also helps clean it a little bit. It's not the most efficient, but it's pretty good. Now, when my sponge looks nasty like that one I just tossed, it's time to get a new one. So I'm not afraid to replace my sponges frequently. Frankly, a dirty sponge really isn't cleaning anything or doing anybody any favors. Oven mitts are something that I seriously neglect in this kitchen. Can't you tell? Look at this one, it's so beat up. I should really just get a new one at this point. But you should be cleaning these about every 3 months or so. I'm looking at these now, I haven't done them in a while. And honestly, whenever I wash them, I feel good. I'm like, why haven't I done this earlier? So yeah, every 3 months is a really good cycle. But when I look at them, I mean, they have food stains on them, crumbs, tomato sauce, that kind of stuff. They get thrown around. I mean, again, they're not really gonna carry tons and tons of bacteria, but at the same time, they'll smell, they'll stain, and you'll just want them to look fresh and clean, especially if they're gonna be touching your food. The oven is probably the nightmare of kitchen cleaning, and I get it, it's a lot of work. But if you stay on top of keeping your oven clean, it's actually much easier to take care of, whether it's self-cleaning or not. So the idea here is you want to clean your oven 2 to 4 times a year, depending on how frequently you cook and frankly, how responsible you are when you cook, because if things are falling down to the floor of the oven and onto the racks, you're gonna have to clean more frequently. And again, once you are on top of it, you're not gonna have your oven smoking and stinking, which means it's gonna be a lot easier to take care of. I've got videos on how to clean your oven and your oven racks, and I'll link those both down below. Now, when it comes to your stove top, you should just be cleaning that up after each use, especially if you have a flat cooktop like I do. Oh my God, you cannot cook on that thing twice. Tea towels, dish towels, and hand towels serve a great purpose in the kitchen. Obviously, they keep your hands nice and dry between cooking and cleaning up, But when I get a new one out, I'll often use it to dry fruits or veggies right before I'm ready to prepare them. So for me, I usually give these a cleaning every 24 to 48 hours depending on how frequently I've used them and what I've used them for. Honestly, dirty tea towels, hand towels, whatever, give me the heebie-jeebies. They are gross. Think about it. Your dirty hands might touch chicken and then touch this and then touch something else and then touch this again. Ugh. So I like to launder these frequently, and I have a nice laundry basket in the basement where I put them. I always let them dry first, and then I'll launder these along with cloth napkins and other cleaning cloths. Now I have a big pile of tea towels at the ready, so I never have to worry about having a clean one on hand. The fridge is another one of these kitchen appliances that we've got to pay some good attention to. Even though it keeps your food cold, which generally means that it'll prevent it from getting smelly, eventually we got to face the music. The fridge can get pretty gross. So once a month you can do a cursory clean of the fridge, and that basically looks like you picking through anything that's kind of old, expired, gross, especially in the crisper drawers, getting rid of old leftovers, that kind of stuff, and then just giving any exposed areas a quick wipe, anything that looks gummed up or stained. But then once every 3 months, that's when you want to pull everything out of the fridge, including the shelves and the crisper drawers, give it a good wipe down, and then put everything back in a neat and organized fashion and replace your baking soda. I think it's important to know how frequently to clean something. That way you're not spending your time over cleaning something. Who wants to do that? And you're not leaving something for too long either. And that brings me to this week's comment question. Please let me know in the comments down below, what is it that you need to know how frequently to clean? As I mentioned, we're creating a whole series around this, so your comments will really help. Here are a couple of other videos I think you're going to love, and if you want to check out our website, it is getting a facelift. It looks gorgeous. It's cleanmyspace.com. There's a button down there that lets me know you care, so click it if you liked this video, and click this button right here to subscribe and begin your journey to a cleaner life. Thanks so much for watching, and we'll see you next time.